Ruben Amorim has come out to say something about Sêskô, saying that last game you guys played the way you guys played because there is no focal point up, which is Sêskô, and now Sêskô is here, that there will be a focal point going forward. What do you make of it?
Of course, he's the manager, so you have to agree. He sees what we don't see, and he understands certain movements on the pitch that we don't understand. He knows the formation. He equally has the right to pick the players that he wants to fit into the positions. Now, he has come out to reference that the reason why we didn't play well versus Fiorentina, or why our game has kind of like lacked a structure, is because we don't have a number 9. Well, I think it's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh on Højlund, because he has been playing Højlund for some time, and for him to come out to say we don't have a number 9 means that he doesn't want Højlund to be there, or Højlund doesn't cut it for him, which is okay. We've gotten Sêskô, so we can move past that. Now, Sêskô have come. Yes, he's right. We didn't have a focal point, so we had to deploy players who were not outright number 9s. Players that the number 9 position didn't suit. They had to be played there. For example, he was playing Koha. At some point again during Fiorentina game, he told Messi to go and play the first 9 position. So this team kind of like, disturb the flow of the game, disturb the rhythm, and most importantly, disturb the chemistry. If the team is not playing well, whoever is at the point, the number 9 position, is not going to enjoy his game. But right now, Sêskô is here. And one thing that I think that Amorim needs to get us acquainted to. He needs to clarify it, you understand? Now, he has come out to say that the problem that we have is not that we are not playing well. The problem is our game is not directed towards a number 9. Does that mean that he's going to, opt away from using the midfield to, attack the game? And I kind of like, I want to question that thing. Yes, I want to question it. All our fans can actually understand this. See, you are a big team. You are supposed to own the game you are playing as a big team. You are not supposed to play your ball over the midfield as a big team. You're not supposed to, from your defense, look for the number 9 as a big team. You should have the capacity and the ability to start the game from your defense, build through your midfield. You look at the entire football landscape. There are no teams in the world that build without their midfield. The midfield is a focal point. It's a very important unit in building up. Now, if Amorim is saying that we want to skip it, does it now make any sense for us to go and pay 100 million on Baleba? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. That means we can actually not buy that guy if what we need is to play through the wing backs and then loop it to Sêskô, if that's what he is saying. And if that is what Amorim wants to do, I kind of feel like it's going to be problematic. Everton is going to be doing it. The 2 teams are going to be doing it. You're going to be facing Chelsea. You're going to be facing Arsenal. You're going to be facing Manchester City. These are teams that want the ball on the ground. Yes, Sêskô, fantastic structure, build. He can receive the ball and, bring people into play. But, Premier League defense, they like to bully. You understand? What is that? Even this guy, Haaland, cannot bully Premier League defenders. They are bullying him. What is the guarantee?
Somehow.
Yes. What is the guarantee that you are going to, loop the ball to
Sêskô and get the second ball
and get it exactly, and expect him to gather for the likes of Koha and Mbomo to pick up and they do what they want to do? It's worrying me. It's worrying me, but he knows what he wants to do, and I want our fans to equally look at it. We have to look at it critically so that when the season starts and we are beginning to play like a small team, let us know that this is what he has said. Yes, because that's a small team pattern. If you are saying you want to skip the midfield, they say it's a small team pattern. You don't want your midfield to contribute, meaning that the likes of Bruno has been given the license to loop the ball. Yes, and then people like Ugarte can also play, and then Mino doesn't really matter because Mino is somebody who is tempo controlling. He wants to, short passes. You understand? Pass and move, pass and move. If Amorim is saying the midfield is not, heavily involved in his build-up, I think it's problematic, and we need to watch out for that statement, because if he brings Baleba now and Baleba does not fit in, we can clearly now know that it's not Baleba's problem, that it is the manager that has opted away from using the midfield as a route to attacking the game.
All right, so there is another problem I'm seeing in your team, which is this Ahmad issue. This is your wing backs issue.
Yeah.
And now one is a natural wing back, which is Dogu. Then the second one, I don't know whether your Dalot will fit in whatever Amorim is building.
Yeah.
But the second one is this Ahmad issue. Ahmad going forward and coming back, his defensive abilities is really, really terrible. So are you ready to carry Ahmad into the system or into the season, playing the way you guys are playing and defending the way you guys are defending?
Well, the thing is, I've said it several times that Ahmad at wing back doesn't bother me too much. You understand? The only problem is, if you want Ahmad at wing back, then make sure you're a possession-based team. If you're a possession-based team, the ball is always with you, which means whether Ahmad is at wing back or Ahmad is at part of the double 10 up front, he can play the ball. I mean, if you have the ball always, you're not going to be having it in your half. You're going to be having it in the opposition half. So Ahmad is most likely going to be there. And most importantly, he's going to be in the final third. So we are going to be looking at him doing combinations with Mbomo, with Koha, and then the number 9. It is not a big problem having Ahmad in the wing back. And when you want to question, the positioning in terms of defensive this thing, Ahmad is somebody that I know he can press forward. You understand? But in terms of tracking back and keeping his man, we can question that. And this is where the 3-man at the defense comes in. You understand? You know that the midfielders that he plays, you understand, are going to tuck in behind whenever we are defending. And then whether it's Euro or whether it's Lisandro Martinez, they are going to be the auxiliary left back and right back. So the defense is going to be, wide, and then they are going to be 5 there. So defensively, we don't really have a problem. We don't have a problem with that. My problem remains that if you want Ahmad to be involved in the game, he should tilt it towards holding the ball more. You understand? Ahmad is somebody that I'm pretty sure that if we have him on the pitch, he can pressure the opposition up front. You understand? If you look at that Everton game, something happened. And Ndiaye, my goodness, Ndiaye made sure that Ahmad didn't have anything to do too much in front. He gave him a lot of work to do behind, and Ahmad fell short.
And still,
he fell short. Ahmad fell short. Ahmad didn't do it correctly, and it is right. I don't think Ahmad deep down in his heart sees himself as somebody who should be defending Ndiaye. That's not his primary duty. Yes, he can do it to help the shape of the team and everything, but primarily that's not his duty. And this one that Amorim has come out to say that he's seizing the midfield away from being part of the build-up. He wants to build through the wing backs. That means Ahmad will start. Yes, there's no two way about it. Because if you want the wing back to, be the chief progressor of your ball, Ahmad has to be involved. He's part of one of the, if not the most technical left footer we have in the team. That guy is really, really technical. So you need those type of player in close spaces to pass where, it's tight and build and go. So Ahmad will start. The problem is he should make sure that the 2 midfielders that he's putting are able to come back and represent the CBs. So that whether you are Euro, whether you are Lisandro, whether you are whoever, whether you are Eden Heaven, when you are moving wide, the center will not be empty. Remember, our game against Everton, that thing happened. We were trying to defend, you understand? The two left and right CB went wide, you understand? Tried to cover the spaces so that the right backs and the wing backs position is not empty. Then the center was empty. Ahmad started to run from Ivory Coast. Didn't even catch break, and then he just hit the ball. Meaning that the midfielders there didn't understand what they ought to do. Amorim needs to address all of this. Once he gets that correctly, I think we are good to go. For him, Amorim. Because I won't lie, I've never been confident in 3-4-3. Reason being that it has not shown me that this formation is going to bring me success. I'm not particular about tactics too much. You know why? See, Fabregas said something. I watched one video about Fabregas talking about his Como team. He said that players are not robots. You understand? You don't expect players to play through instruction for 90 minutes. These guys first of all, before they are even professionals, they are footballers. They enjoy the game. Why not let them to expressively, address issues on the pitch?
They limit them.
You understand? There are issues on the pitch that are not, that are unique to that game. So you need players to, be inquisitive, inventive, exactly. Be creative on the pitch and do something to address those problems. But every time when you are telling the player, I want to hear at this time, I want to hear at that time, and every time you want them to play like they are robots, it makes zero sense. And this is what 3-4-3 is doing. It's making our players robotic. It's making the movement robotic. Yeah, and I don't want to, like I said, a lot of people are coming for my head, and I want the season to start so that all of us can see it together. When the result starts coming, if it's positive, fine. I'm going to stand here and praise it. That's why I'm a United fan. I'm not Amorim's fan. I'm not any player's fan. I'm a United fan. What I want is the success of the club. You understand? So if the club is moving in the right direction and 3-4-3 is bringing the success, oh, hooray, I'm here. But in as much as I am not yet convinced that formation is bringing me success, I'll continue to question it. That's just it. And if Amorim can prove me wrong by making sure that formation brings me success, I'm good to go. But so far, so good. There's been little to be hopeful about. That's just this. That I'm being sincere here. I'm being very sincere. A lot of fans have come out to say Bruno Fernandes does not fit it. Because, let's say, we want to play a 3-4-3 what's it called, formation, right? Yeah. You have Euro, right wing back. You have Delete, CCB. Then you have maybe Martinez or Aiden Heaven, LCB. Is that not so? Now you already have Dogu, left wing back. That guy, the way he has played in preseason, there's no argument. He's holding that position down. Then the right wing back, we have already given it to what's it called? We have given it to Ahmad. Is that not so? You are left with 2 players. Yes, you are left with 2 players. The 2 players, who are they going to be? Is it going to be Ugarte and Meno, or is it going to be Ugarte and Casemiro, or is it going to be Bruno and Ugarte? Then we know that he has already, we know deep down in his heart that his front 3 is nailed. It's going to be Koha, Mbumo, Sêskô. So all of these issues, he has to address it, get an 11, and then let us go.
All right, so Manchester United fans, let's know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Football Analysis 247, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.